All right, you know what it is. Right now, JimmyTheBoxerAutomall.com is where you need to go. If you need a car, I got my man Jimmy the Boxer in the building. How you feeling today?
What's up, Konan? Ready to knock out the competition and tell everybody what we doing to knock out the competition.
Okay, so there's a lot going on. We got service. We got you buy cars, you sell cars, you got great customer service. So tell us what you got going on right now.
Listen, Konan, it's zero down to get in a car. So what that means is you don't need nothing to get down in a car. Come on in, find the car you want. We'll work out the deal. And if you got a trade and you owe too much money on it, we're going to get you out of it. So if you're upside down, you owe $20,000 on your car and it's worth 10, or you've been to every dealership, bring it to me. We're going to get you out of it.
That's right. Now, look, I saw somebody pull up outside and she sat down. She said, I never done this before. And she was just downstairs. She said, I just want to know if I bring this hoopty in that I got, if they going to buy it. And I need to know what I need to do because this is my first time. I've never done this before. She said, I heard the commercial and I just came in. She's sitting downstairs. She had her Yeezys on, but she was just like, listen, I don't know if they're going to hook me up. I said, listen, no matter what you got going on, JimmyTheBoxerAutomall.com has got you.
100%.
So what can you do for her?
Listen, it's easy. We got first-time buyer program. She's never bought a car before. So her credit might not have been to there where she's had credit and had car loans. So with the first-time buyer program, we can put her through one of them with the credit union. On her trade, if she has a trade, how many miles? Did you know what the trade was?
No. Nope.
So no matter what the trade is, see, that's the thing, though. It doesn't even matter. I'm going to put more in it than anybody else will. That's a fact. So we're going to put more in your trade, and we deal with any type of credit situation from first-time buyer programs to having a repossession, a divorce, or a bankruptcy, or anything like that that you might have had.
All right, and it's getting warm outside now, man.
Right.
So this is the time of the season where people are definitely coming out, looking for deals, looking for cars. Your car lot is still got cars on it, and I've been past other places, and I've seen that they don't really have too many cars. How do you have so many cars?
Because I'm out buying cars every day. So on the back end, I buy cars. So I'm out buying cars. And I buy everything. I buy big trucks, SUVs, minivans, luxury cars. You name it, I buy it. I don't care if it's a 4-cylinder stick shift or if it's a Maserati I just sold yesterday. I sold that white Maserati. So,
okay.
You know, our cars sell so fast. They last probably 3 to 4 days in stock, and the car's gone. Most of the time, they're selling on their way through detail before they get to the lot. People are like, no, I want that. So right when it hits the lot, they can get it. You know,
wow.
So because we have so many customers now, and we keep building that end of it and keep increasing, but we still keep going. So it's just a nonstop.
Right.
But you know that's our job to do.
All right. So listen, one of the things is, let's see what Richard Epps saying here. He said, Jimmy, I got a Jeep from you coming next year. Get my next payoff next year, but before I come
for
break job,
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Of course, we got a full service center. Bring it up, and we'll schedule it up, get the brakes done now, and then we'll trade you out next year. Unless when you hear it's worth more than when you want to trade it out now and get a new car. If you want to get the new car, you know, a little bit sooner, why wait till next year?
Right. So let's talk to some people that are listening for the first time or looking for the first time. And if you have something you want to say, put it in the chat for us so we can answer it right here on the spot. That's the good thing about going live right now. JimmyTheBoxerAutomall.com. 20 bays for service. Now, what he just asked is a crucial question because some people don't have the ability, once they sell a car, to service the car. Correct. Let's talk about the service center that you give.
I mean, it's definitely a big bonus for the consumer when buying a vehicle because, listen, if we have a service center and something goes wrong or something happens, you know, that day or a couple of days later or something, at least you have a place to go back to right away, and they're going to make it priority because, you know, you just bought your vehicle and that kind of thing. So for that end of it, it's huge. And not only that, but the maintenance. A lot of bad credit dealerships don't have service centers where you don't get the, you know, franchise feel where you buy your car there, you service your car there. They know about your car. You know, they watch your car. You know, they make sure to tell you what to do with your car maintenance-wise throughout the life of you driving it. So you just end up not maintenance in the vehicle, right? So then what happens? It breaks down. You have problems. So definitely having a service center with the sales department, and we deal with any type of credit. is how we're changing the game when it comes to bad credit or no credit or even good credit. Listen, we get you the best rate out there. So if you have a good credit and you just come in, you say, Jimmy, I want this car. I have a special order program. You can say, I want a Mercedes-Benz, this, and that color. I'm going to find you the exact car you want and get it for you. And I can get you as low as 2.9% interest rate. So if you have good credit, I can get you the best interest rate that's out there. And if you have bad credit, you're going to end up with the worst, but you're going to get pay on your car, get the credit score up, and then you're going to refinance it and lower that interest rate and get yourself back to where you want to be.
That's why it's knocking out the competition. Now, listen.
Of course. And listen, he said, can I trade my Jeep for the Maserati? I just sold the white Maserati yesterday from a customer of mine that bought a couple cars from me years prior. And she just bought the Maserati. And now, but yeah, if you want a Maserati, I'll go get you one. What color you want?
That's right. And he will find the car. Now, one of the things that you said is crucial that people might have missed is that when you bring the car in for service and you bring it back to the person who originally serviced it, they know what's wrong with the car. They know the car just like anything else, your tires, all that wear and tear. So think about it this way, ladies and gentlemen. When you go to a doctor, you have a family physician that keeps all your records. And they know your health history. They know how if something's wrong, your blood pressure's off when you come back. Same thing with a car. If this person has a stack of servicing on your car, they know that you've been maintaining the car, taking care of the car. So when you come to trade it in, all they got to do is look in the history and say, oh, Jimmy the Boxer be like, oh, taking care of the car. They changing the oil on time. They doing everything. They brought it in here to get the tires rotated. So does that add value to the car?
100%. I mean, it adds a lot of value to it for the life of your vehicle for it to last, because if you just go to any dealership that deals with bad credit and you buy just any car they bought, their job is to find the car the cheapest they can. So they're not really looking for that quality. They don't have a service center and they don't have the tools in the toolbox to get you a decent interest rate. So if, and that's another thing that happens. If you go to a dealership that's not full spectrum and doesn't have good credit banks and bad credit banks,
right,
what happens is you end up getting stuck with a high credit interest rate because they didn't have any banks to send it to that had lower rates. So you got to look for a full spectrum, dealership on that end of it. And that's what I'm creating, a service center. We buy cars, we fix cars, we sell cars. We sell a lot of cars. We sell probably more cars than anybody that dealership I know around here. And we sell all used, but 2021s, 2020s, 19s, 18s, 17s, you name it. Any type of different makes. You see how many makes we get? We go from luxury to Mitsubishi Mirage, 3-cylinder. So if you want a 3-cylinder Mirage, we'll get you a 3-cylinder. But we got Maseratis on the lot. We got BMWs, Mercedes, all types of different stuff.
What is it, Scion, the little smart car? I've seen everything on the lot. One young lady that's downstairs right now said, I want a Honda. And she's like, oh, it's a blue Honda on the lot. She's like, yeah, that's what I'm going to go ahead and get in and drive out of here in. So is there anything or any incentives going into the warm weather? And I know right now it was zero down. You were doing the tax thing, but that wasn't necessarily what they had to have. But can we talk about that?
Trade amnesty too. Don't forget the trade amnesty. Trade amnesty is huge. I'm putting more in a trade in than anybody's going to put. Okay. So if you've been to a dealership and let's say you bought a car a year ago because you had bad credit. You had no choice, not the car you wanted, but that's what you had to deal with. So you got that car.
Right.
Bring it to me now, and you're trying to get out of it, I'll get you out of it. I'll put more in your trade than anybody's going to put in because I'm going to resell it. So I'm going to service it, resell it. And somebody else, that car would be new to them. So if you're flipping your car, you owe too much, you outgrown your car, you have a family, you got more family members added to the family, kids, whatever the case might be.
All right, so let me ask you something. What if a person doesn't have good credit, doesn't have bad credit, just hasn't had time to build credit? Maybe they right out of college. Maybe they were living with their man, or the man was living with his woman. They didn't have a job, so they didn't have time to build credit. What can you do to help them?
I mean, that's first time buyer program. That's gonna be your first time buyer program, or and trying to get a good rate based off having no credit, which can be done. We work with first time buyers every day.
Okay. Well, gas prices are through the roof right now. And I know a lot of people are, worried about gas prices. I know people will probably sit at the gas pump saying, do I fill up today or do I buy lunch? Do I just put 10 in or 20 in
Right.
and then buy lunch because I got to eat lunch? It's lunchtime. I'm on my break from work. What can you do for those people that are dealing with that problem?
I mean, gas is a problem. Come trade out of the 8-cylinder and get a 4-cylinder. Get a 6-cylinder. I mean, go get less gas. Get a motor that takes less gas, doesn't take as much gas. And until the gas prices come back, and then let me know. I'll get you the 8-cylinder.
All right. So are you still buying cars? Because
Every day.
I know people want to know that. I mean, people that are trying to get out of a car that's upside down or just a car that's been breaking down on them.
Right. Yeah,
I mean,
every day. I buy cars every day. The process is simple. Pull up. You don't have to have an appointment for us to buy your car. And you pull up. We scan your car. It takes 10 minutes. We'll give you the value. If it's worth more than what you owe on the car, you'll get the difference back. If it's exactly what you owe and that happens to be that, and you just want to get out the car, you don't want car payments no more, that you can do that. If you own the car outright, you'll get the check. Boom, next day you pick your check up.
Wow. So I mean, if you pay them more than the car is worth, they could be putting a couple hundred, couple thousand in their pocket.
Not than what it's worth, but more than what they owe. So
okay,
let's
more
say
than
you
what
have
they
a
owe.
car that you bought 2 years ago, you owe 10 grand on it, but I tell you it's worth 12. Well, now you just made 2 grand.
Wow.
You know, that's your equity in your car. So you can.
That's like a house right now.
I mean,
You got the equity.
Listen, I had husbands and wives where the husband died and the wife couldn't afford the car. So she couldn't afford the payments, and it worked perfect for her because she was able to give it to me. We paid it off, and she got a little money back and got her car paid off. So there's plenty of scenarios where, or something, the kid goes to college or whatever, they don't need the car, they just wanted to sell it, bring it to me. Okay. You got a car sitting around, you don't want it, bring it to me. If you just want to change out of it, and let's say you go through my lot and you don't see the car you like or you don't see the car you want, we do special orders. We can order the car that day and have it here within a couple of days. Whatever kind of car you can imagine you want, I don't care what it is. We have access to every car you can imagine. I don't care if it's a 2021 just came out. Let me know, and we can get you the car.
And because you mentioned that, I'm going to talk about this. On the lot right now, I saw several 2020s, 2021s, and a lot of times when you go to an auto mall that is doing that, you don't see a whole lot of cars that are 1 year old or 2 years old, stuff like that. You see cars from 2004, 2005, stuff like that.
Most dealerships that deal with bad credit, that's what you see because, they're not worried about the length of the vehicle for the consumer. We sell everything pretty much 2015 and 16s and up with low miles. So that way you got a good life on your vehicle. If you're financing it, it should last you a long time. You go buy an 08 and you take payments out on an old car like that and it breaks down. Now you got a payment, your car's broke down, and you have nothing, and you're in the rears. So the worst thing you could do is really buy here, pay here's, and getting an older vehicle and financing it for a lot of money like that. Because then buy here, pay here's, they make their own pricing really.
Right. So one of the things I noticed though is that not only do you have newer cars, that you have a situation that's unique to most dealerships. If somebody pulls off the lot, or somebody right now, say for example, before we talk about that part, somebody out there right now has a car they bought from someplace else and they having issues with it. You have a service center. Is there any special reason why they should want to come to you, even though they didn't buy the car from you, to get their car taken care of?
Because if it costs too much to fix it, I'll trade you out of it. All right, and I'll make sure I put more in it than anybody else will. So that's the first thing. I'm gonna trade you out of it. So no, of course. I mean, listen, if you bring the car to us, we're gonna get it fixed for you. We're gonna let you know if it can even be fixed or whether or not it's even worth fixing. A lot of times, if you bring a car to me and it's not worth fixing, it's going to cost you more to fix it. You might not want to fix. You might want to trade out of it. But whatever the case might be, if you need service work, come to us. You want to sell your car outright, bring it to me. Let me buy it. Or if you want, I'll sell you a car if you need a car. So anything to do with the automotive in your family, come to us. We here. And we open 9 to 9 Monday through Saturday.
Oh yeah, 9 to 9 is very important because as people are getting
people
are going from work to home, I mean, there's a reason to make sure you have your car serviced. You do oil changes, you do everything, right?
Correct. Yep, brakes, maintenance, all you can name it. You bring it in. Let us see if we can handle it. We'll get it done.
And is there a program for that? I mean, if somebody
We have
has
the 0% interest financing for 90 days. So if your car breaks down today, Pork Chop will tell them too. If your car breaks down today and you don't got the money to fix it, you can finance it. No credit check. It's based off your checking account history, and get your car fixed that day and get driving. Not have to worry about paying friends or family or Ubers or Lyfts or any of that.
So you heard that financing program for 90 days. Bring your car and get the transmission done, get the brakes done, get something done that you need done, and don't worry about paying it off.
I bought Pork Chop's sister's car about a week ago. Last week, she brought her car in. I bought a Q50 white, nice. Pork, wasn't it nice? Yo,
Very
clean.
nice.
She came in. She said she had 2 cars. I bought one of them from her.
Wow.
Beautiful.
First of all, Jimmy, you sitting next to a guy that know a lot about cars. Konan has had every car known to man.
Oh yeah.
Back then, those are cars I pointed at when I said that's my car. I went and bought them. Porsches, all kinds of stuff, man. Yeah, I used to have a lot of stuff. But Chop, it's good to see you, man. Now, y'all might not know this. We have nicknames, so that's my man Slab Doogie right there, aka Pork Chop.
Hey, Konan, I just want you to know that I love you. We don't see each other that much. And Jimmy, I love you too, man. It's good seeing y'all. I know when I came on here, you was talking about servicing cars. So you buy cars and you fix cars, and now you service cars.
Listen, I told you, anything in the automotive industry, Pork Chop, we buy cars, sell cars, fix cars every day.
So I got a quick question real quick. Lisa Steele says, can I trade in a 2000 Honda Accord for a newer model Honda?
See, of course. I mean, listen, you come in, see if I got the CRV you like. If not, you tell me what color you want. And while you're here, I'll show you pictures of the car, find and everything. I'll get you the interest rate, the payment, everything, and I'll order the car for you. Get your CRV here in a few days for you. Pick it up, be done with it. Or you might like one of the CRVs I got. I think I got 2 or 3.
Okay, Darlene says 16-year-old needs a car. They got 7,000. Okay. Will this get the first time car? What's up?
Listen, a 7,000 definitely get somebody the first car because I know what I started with. Right. I remember I started with a Ford Escort, rusted out. So 7,000 definitely gonna start them out right. But all my cars are 2015s and up, 16s and up with low mileage. So I don't have anything in that around $7,000. My cheapest car probably starts around $12,000. So what you can do is have him put the 7,000 down, finance a couple grand, start his credit out, and get him to where he has great credit in the next 12 months, and he can go do whatever he wants, mortgage, house, credit, whatever, credit cards, whatever. But for $7,000 car, I don't have any on the lot today. And if I get a clean trade come in, definitely might have one in the future.
Okay.
If something comes in, it's nice and super clean, and sometimes you see a 2012 comes in, it's immaculate. One owner, didn't drive it a lot. I keep that car, but right now my cheapest car is probably around $12,000.
Okay.
Do you need any money down?
Man?
I was gonna ask, do you need any money down, Jimmy?
It all depends. I mean, that's up to the consumer. If you come in, you say, Jimmy, I got $600 on me, and I need this car. I want this car. I'm gonna call it in with $600. And if the bank say no, they're gonna tell me what car they will approve you on. And then you might say, you know what, I'll take that Altima instead, or this Sentra instead. But this is what I got to work with. And
Darlene said that's okay with her. That works for her. She will see you this weekend.
Perfect. I'll see you Saturday, definitely. But yeah, that's the thing, Pork Chop. It's what you got. So it's not a specific number. You say I got 600. I've had people say I got $200. It doesn't mean you can't get the car, but obviously I gotta find the right car for that situation. And if you got $500-$600, whatever you got, $1,000, $2,000, whatever you got, you tell us, and we're gonna make it work. Same thing with your trade. If you owe too much, that's the biggest thing I hear. I owe too much on my trade.
Right.
I can get you out of that because I'm going to take that car and I'm going to resell it. So I'll give you more for it than anybody will.
Okay. So Michelle Howard says, never checked out the lot before, but I think I'll be looking for my daughter. So she's coming in to look for her daughter.
Yep. And Lisa said, can I use my own credit union to finance? 100%. Yes. All you got to do is come in, find the car you want. We'll print the buyer's order out, take it to your credit union. Excuse me. And they'll bring back the check for you, no problem.
Oh,
so
wow.
how long is the car buying process? You know how people come to the car dealership and
every deal's different.
Day.
Every deal's different. Every deal's different. It could be as quick as you might fall in love as soon as you see the first car, or you might want to test drive 3 to 4 cars. It's all up to, how long it takes you to find the right car that when you drive it and you see in the rearview mirror, this is the car I want.
Right. And one of the things I will say, Chop, I've been here multiple times with Jimmy, and I've seen people come in, be here for maybe an hour, a couple hours. I've seen some people who take a little longer because, like he said, I watched a young lady come in here with a 400 credit score. The car she wanted, she couldn't get, but she got something. And then she came back, got another car, and then got another car, ended up driving out with the white Mercedes she wanted. And she came in with her mother. She came back with her brother. And she came back with her uncle, and all her family members got cars.
Yeah, like 7 or 8 of them. Yeah. But see, the thing is this: if you get a car, you have bad credit. Let's say you have bad credit. You come in here and you say, Jimmy, I want this car. I need a car today. I need to get to A to B. I need to get my kids to school and whatever. We get you in the car. Let's say your credit's horrible. Worst comes to worst, and you have the worst interest rate possible, 24%. Make your payments on time for 6 to 12 months, and then go to a bank and refinance it and get a better interest rate. You're not going to stay with that interest rate for the whole 6 years or whatever, 3 years, whatever the loan is. You want to go refinance it and lower your interest rate, get a cheaper interest rate, get it, and keep lowering to, keep saving money.
That's right. So let's take a couple look at a few of these cars right now.
Color combo.
Yeah. So let's see the back of that car so we can see what that is right there.
The Maxima right there.
Okay. Well, Jimmy know. Jimmy know.
I can see SV, baby.
Right.
SV.
Right. So clean inside. The interior looks nice. The color looks nice. And what year is that? Let's see the year on that one.
Hey, Cole, you got a big question over there waiting for you. From Talented Taylor, Derek.
Let me see. Said my mother came in 3 days ago. Jimmy did get her approved. After 3.
So you got to have. So I can read that. So she was on a fixed income. So if you're on a fixed income, it depends on the car. So if we get a cheap enough car that comes in based off of that income. So let's say my grandfather wanted to buy a car, right? And he's on SSI, and he makes, and I'm just using this as an example, $1,000 a month.
Right.
$1,000 a month provable income is not a lot of income to be able to support a lot of payments, right? Because if your car payment was $350 or $300, or even, and that's hard to get to nowadays with the way price of cars are.
Right.
So yes, if we get somebody else, to trade a car in that's cheap enough and in that range, then I could probably make that work. But let me see what she said. Can afford big rent. She has nothing to put down. It was living in a fixed income. 560. Yeah. So I would need to find something cheap enough to be able to match with her fixed income. Okay. So that I would have to find a cheaper car. Like I said, right now the cheapest car I got is around 12, 13 grand.
Right. Look at that BMW there. Chop. Look at that. That's smooth, right?
Listen, I want Jimmy know what I want.
He wants that Wraith. He wants that Wraith.
And now I see like 10 of them every day.
He wants that Wraith. Oh yeah, Vegas. Yeah, every day.
Oh my God.
Day. Then they probably got some crazy colors out there too.
Lisa's
all
still,
they care about.
No, 100%. Definitely.
She wants to know what kind of warranty are you offering? Well, he's got the service center.
Well, listen, we got a lot of different warranties. All my warranties are through actually Quality Guard, which is a Nissan warranty. So as far as my warranties, I got 2-year 24s, 3-year 36s, 4-year 46s. I mean, you can do deluxe packages that covers, a little bit of stuff or more stuff. You can get the platinum package, cover everything but motor, transmission, axles, electrical, all your major components. Wow. So yeah, we definitely got plenty of warranties that I can even take a look at.
You had a Jeep before too, Cole, didn't you?
Huh?
Didn't you have a Jeep before?
Jeep Wrangler, you had a Jeep before, right? Wrangler?
No, I didn't have a Jeep. I had a G-Wagon.
The G-Wagon. Big difference, Konan. Come
on. I'm sorry to disrespect you, sir.
Come on, Jay had the Jeep.
Yeah,
that's a nice Jeep right there. What year is that Jeep?
Yeah, the G-Wagon. I remember that G-Wagon. You had all black, right?
What year is that?
That's a 16 Wrangler. That's actually, I love that body style. You know how Wranglers look.
Mm-hmm. So right now, for those of y'all that are looking, these are cars that are on the lot right now.
That's the Armada, 17 Armada. That's the SL. It's got the roof. That's got the headrest TVs in it. That's fully loaded. That's got everything. Right here? That's the Armada. Yeah, it's got the peanut butter. It's got the TVs in the headrest. It's got the nav. It's got the sunroof. It's got everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fully loaded.
Everything. Third row seating.
And if you got kids, that's a great vehicle for the kids.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. TVs will keep them occupied on all the road trips, all the way to Vegas and back.
Right.
What do you think, Pork Chop?
Yeah.
So listen,
you know what else? That's a nice graduation gift too. People about to graduate.
Oh yeah.
You know, everybody want a car.
Right. And for those of you who just tuning in, I mean, we programs here at JimmyTheBoxerAutomall.com with 0 down. Let's talk about that.
Listen, man. 0 down. We don't care what you got. If you got nothing down, come in now, get a car. I'm selling them all out. I want this month to be my biggest month ever, Pork Chop. Konan, ever. So, and we having a huge month. Like, we selling cars. We selling 10 to 12 a day. I want to sell a little bit more. So I'm taking every deal. And from now to the end of the month, I'm going to personally be on the sales floor every day. Every day. So come back in, meet me, and let's work deals. And listen, you want the car, come in, sit down with me. I'm going to make it happen.
I'm going to say this. If it doesn't say JimmyTheBoxerAutomall.com, you're not in the right place. On the bill that says Jimmy the Boxer Auto Mall. And if you come in, make sure you ask for Jimmy the Boxer. If Jimmy the Boxer can't show up or they can't show you a picture of him on the wall, you're in the wrong place. That's all I can tell you.
100%. Because believe me, dealerships will say, oh yeah, Jimmy the Boxer, he's here. We'll take care of you. No. If the name ain't on the building, and listen, if you don't see a guy that looks like me, just a little bit taller, Joe, if you don't see him, you at the wrong spot.
Somebody says, I want a Chevy Impala. I make about $1,800 a month after taxes, but the check is being garnished. Best case scenario, $670 bi-weekly. Can you help me?
Yeah, go on the website. Give us a call and talk to one of the salespeople, and they'll definitely walk you through it and get you rocking and rolling.
I like the way you said that.
Get you qualified for.
Can you help me? Help me. Pull up on me. That's what you got to do. You got to pull up on Jimmy the Boxer. He got you.
4212 Ridge Road, Nottingham, right off Bel Air Road.
That's right. And if you need the number right now, give him the number, Chop.
443-442-6131, baby.
There you go.
Or you just take your phone out. Go take your phone out, go on your maps, because everybody got a smartphone now. Go on your maps and type in Jimmy the Boxer Auto Mall. And then it's going to take you right to me. You can't go nowhere else where they say, oh, yeah, he's here, but he's really not.
Right. Absolutely. Now, what you're seeing right now, if you tuned in to us, this is the mall. This is the auto mall. So look how big it is.
Let's get an SUV. You need a crossover SUV. That's that XT5 Caddy right there. That's the XT5. I know I got a 2020 and I believe a 17 or 18.
Okay.
It's beautiful. That's a 17.
Yep. That's a 17 right
17. Sunroof, leather.
See, that's when you know somebody's passionate about what they do and they know the business that they are in. Every time you run past a car, before we can see the year it is, he already knows what he has on the lot. Yeah. Most owners are not that focused on what the customer's getting, what they have on their lot. You can ask most owners, you can go into a spot and say, yeah, I think you have well, let me check with somebody. He's calling it out as we go on.
No, I know all my inventory. But see, the difference is my customers have bought cars with me and done the process with me over the years.
Okay.
I've helped so many customers that have sat with me, talked with me, dealt with me, all so many that they was with me learning it. So, I mean, listen, right. I know every make, model. I know everything I buy, but I buy a lot of cars. So we sell them so quick. I'm constantly just trying to find cars on and get them here, get them through the system because the demand is there.
Right. And one of the things I did notice that a lot of the cars that were here last time I was here, they gone already. That SS Camaro used to be sitting out there. That Maserati that was sitting out there, you know, and you had a couple of different Mercedes that were up here. Those are gone.
Yep. And then, you know, I just got the Tahoe in. That's not going to last long. 17 Tahoe white. He going to see that one. Maybe it's gone already. I don't know. You know, and then we got the Armadas. We got the 17 Armada that you seen with the TVs. That ain't gonna last over the weekend.
Right.
That's gone. That's gone. And whoever seen it on here is probably gonna come by.
Exactly.
Because that color combo with the peanut butter and the TVs have everything in it.
So listen, make sure you go to JimmyTheBoxerAutomall.com if you're looking for a car. If you're in the area. If you listen on your smartphone or whatever, you can come to 4212 Ridge Road right now, or make sure you call. Salesperson picks up the phone. When the phone rings, somebody answers it. It's not going to voicemail. It's not going to an answer machine. Live bodies are in the building, even inside the service center. It's live bodies here every time I come.
You know what? Every time. If they don't answer, let me know. Let me know. If they don't answer, Pork Chop, let me know.
Listen. It's one thing to go to the website. We all know about JimmyTheBoxerAutomall.com. I urge you to just go there, because seeing the car in your face is different from seeing it online. You get to go inside the car, sit in the car, feel it, and then you be like, yo, that's the car I want. Let me get this one, Jimmy.
100%. And not only that, but at least come to us. Before you going to go somewhere else, just type in Jimmy the Boxer Automall. Come to us. Give us a shot first. Don't go waste your time at other places.
People,
satisfied customers right there.
And don't, you know, that's the thing is come straight to us and let us know. And we gonna work with you. We gonna help you through. We gonna figure out the situation. Maybe you owe too much on your trade. You got $200 down, whatever the case might be.
And as you can see how large the auto mall is, that's just one side of the dealership. So the cars are here. You need to be here, like Pork Chop said. And once you get here, test drive one. Once you test drive it, you're going to go ahead and get it. I already know.
Oh, they're going to get it. And if the payments sound good and everything works that way, it's a win-win all the way around. Plus, you driving what you want to drive. That's what it's about, driving what you want to drive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing, is get what you want, drive what you want.
Right now, in the climate that we're in, with gas prices high, you know, we're just coming off the pandemic. Well, I don't know if the pandemic's over yet, but I noticed that new cars are super high. Why are cars so high right now?
Because, you know, they weren't making new cars for a long time, and I think they're starting to get back to it, but haven't fully. Then by them new cars not being built, the used cars were on demand even more, because now all the new car dealerships were selling used cars. So we're competing with us now, you know. Right. All the used cars now are sold out. So now you got a supply and demand problem, because those cheaper, you know, 17s and 18s are starting to disappear, because now they're selling out. So, you know, it's a constant fight to find inventory, but you got to be looking every day. You got to be getting inventory every day. And luckily for me, that my name, I get a lot of help with that, because I got companies that want to supply me with cars, because they know I got so many customers and I got such a high demand. So it's a constant struggle, but we're going to have Maseratis, we're going to have Benzes, we're going to have BMWs, we're going to have Hondas, with Civics, Accords. You know, I know Baltimore love the Accords, Coupes, whatever you want. And if I don't have it, I go buy it for you and have it there in 3 days.
Jimmy, I ask you a question.
What you got?
My man Konan is an award-winning guy. He wins a lot of awards. What's this I hear about you winning an award?
Yeah, man. Baltimore Suns, #1.
Really?
By the Reader's Choice, yeah. So they did like a poll online. And, they got Jimmy the Boxer as #1.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I applaud that.
That alone should get you, if you're watching and you want a car right now, that alone should make you go and see Jimmy. If he's #1 by the Baltimore Sun, then he doing something right.
That's right.
100%, Porch. I sell a lot of cars, and I take care of a lot of people. And if you have a problem with your car after the fact, I take care of you. And my customers send their family members, their friends, everybody to me, because I take care of them. I make sure I work through the problems that they have, because everybody has problems. I had problems. So that's the difference. See, I had bad credit. So I've experienced it. So everything I do is for what I've experienced.
Right. Mm-hmm. So listen, Chop, we appreciate you, man. We got to get ready to wrap it up. And just remember, sell cars, buy cars, service center, and of course, great customer service. Hey, Chop, what is he doing, man?
Bop, bop, bop. Knocking out the competition. Left hook.
We appreciate y'all. Make sure you stop by.
Y'all go ahead and deal with
Ridge Road, Nottingham. And go to JimmyTheBoxerAutomall.com or call 443-442-6131. Chop, I love you, man.
Hey, I love you, Cole. You know I love you dear in my heart. You right here, every day. Jimmy, I'm going to come get my, you know what I'm
Not no competition with the race.
I'm about to go outside and enjoy this 80-degree weather.
Man, me, Konan, Mike, we're going to send you a rave to Vegas, man.
Right.
You need a rave to Vegas, man.
Y'all be good,
man. Look on the lot, see what's out there.
Got you.
All right, bro.
All right, man. So listen, make sure you stop by Jimmy the Boxer